You've heard of the great white shark, the mighty blue whale, and the great predators of the ocean, right? But have you ever heard of a creature that can take down sharks and even whales? Meet the orca, a true apex predator that reigns at the top of the food chain. Orcas, also known as killer whales, are not just fearsome, they're one of the smartest, most skilled hunters on the planet. But how do they pull it off? Today, we're breaking down why orcas are the ocean's ultimate super predator, how they target the great white sharks with surgical precision, and even how they've been known to bring down the largest animals on Earth, the blue whale. Wait until you hear about how orcas even outsmart some of the ocean's greatest creatures. Now, you might be wondering, why are orcas so powerful? What makes them the ocean's top predator? Well, let's start with their incredible hunting skills. What makes orcas the ultimate apex predator of the ocean? Orcas are often called the wolves of the sea, and for good reason. These powerful animals communicate using distinct calls, clicks, and even body language. They're also extremely intelligent. With brains second only to humans, orcas can learn and adapt their hunting strategies. The biggest sharks seem to be so scared of orcas that when they see one, they flee and don't return for a year. So in the next part, we'll find out why they are so terrified of orcas. Why are the great sharks so scared of orcas? Great white sharks are known for their immense size, powerful bite, and speed. They are often called the ultimate predator of the ocean, hunting everything from seals to dolphins. Their sharp teeth and stealthy attacks make them a fearsome presence in the water. But despite their reputation, even the great white shark has something to fear: the orca. Great white sharks and other massive sharks are absolutely terrified of orcas. But why? Orcas are the only creatures known to actively hunt and kill these sharks. However, orcas don't go for the meat. They leave the body behind. Instead, they focus on something much more valuable: the liver. The liver of a shark is packed with nutrients, fats, and oils, making it the ultimate treat for an orca. Here's how they do it. Orcas have been known to flip sharks upside down, putting them into a state called tonic immobility. This temporarily paralyzes the shark, making it easier for the orca to remove the liver. The orca then consumes this nutrient-rich organ, which provides them with a huge energy boost. Sharks, with their thick skin and sharp teeth, are no match for the orca's hunting precision and strategy. The orca's ability to outsmart and overpower such a powerful predator shows just how dominant they are in the ocean. But hunting sharks for their livers isn't the only thing these killer whales are famous for. They have one more trick up their sleeve: hunting whales. Yes, you heard that right. How orcas hunt. The largest animal on the planet, blue whale. Imagine a pod of 50 orcas working together, strategically targeting a blue whale, the largest animal to ever live. It sounds crazy, but it's true. Orcas have been known to take down these giants by working in teams. They target vulnerable areas like the flippers, causing blood loss and exhaustion. With every bite, the whale grows weaker, and eventually, they drown it after multiple attacks. This is no random attack. It's calculated. They know exactly what they're doing. Orcas use teamwork and strategy. This coordinated approach shows just how intelligent and skilled orcas are at hunting even the biggest creatures on the planet. But what happens when these fearless predators get a little bored? They don't just sit around, they play. How orcas attack birds. When bored. Yep, when captive orcas get bored, they've been seen hunting birds for fun. They'll throw fish on shore, slowly pulling them closer and closer until the birds, thinking it's safe, get a surprise attack. Orcas aren't just hunters, they're playful and crafty. So are orcas just ruthless hunters, or do they have a softer side? Let's talk about their relationship with humans. Orcas are human-friendly. In the wild, orcas have never been known to attack humans. In fact, they're quite friendly and often approach boats, even allowing humans to interact with them. But in captivity, that's a different story. Stress, boredom, and isolation have caused some captive orcas to turn aggressive. But out in the wild, they're generally peaceful. But what about their future? Are orcas at risk of disappearing from our oceans? Orcas are depleting, getting extinct. Sadly, orcas are facing mounting challenges like pollution, habitat destruction, and the depletion of their prey. Toxic chemicals such as PCBs are building up in their bodies, affecting their health and reproductive rates. Noise pollution from ships interferes with their echolocation, making hunting even harder. They play an important role in keeping the ocean's ecosystem balanced, controlling the populations of other sea animals. If they get extinct, it can be a great threat for other sea life as well. Certain populations are critically endangered, like the southern resident orcas in the Pacific Northwest. With fewer prey and increasing human interference, orcas' place at the top of the food chain is becoming more fragile. We know orcas are incredible predators, but is there any creature that can actually hunt them? Let's find out. Which species can hunt orcas? The whale killer? Believe it or not, there are very few animals that can challenge an orca. While humans and sharks may pose threats, adult orcas have no natural predators. However, young orcas or weakened adults may fall prey to larger sharks or even groups of other orcas. The ocean's top predator is not invincible, but they are incredibly tough. Orcas are often called the top predators of the ocean. They do have one formidable challenger, the sperm whale. These enormous creatures, known for their massive size and incredible strength, can put up a serious fight when threatened. Although sperm whales primarily live deep below the surface, where orcas typically don't venture, they have been known to engage with orcas in rare but intense encounters. What makes the sperm whale so dangerous to orcas? Their size is a key factor. Adult sperm whales can grow up to 20 meters long and weigh up to 60 tons, which gives them an advantage in physical confrontations. Orcas, known for their coordinated group hunting, usually target young sperm whales or those that are isolated. However, a healthy adult sperm whale can use its powerful tail strikes to ward off orcas attempting to attack. Though such face-offs are rare, they remind us that even the ocean's top predator isn't invincible. With the right conditions and a determined opponent, the mighty orca can be challenged. The sperm whale may not be as quick as an orca, but its strength and resilience make it a true contender in the battle of the oceans. So what do you think about the orcas? Meet the ocean's heavyweight champion, weighing up to 60 tons and armed with a head bigger than your car. This isn't just a whale, it's a living submarine with a PhD in survival. Orca, the killer whales? More like killer snacks when this beast shows up. Let's get one thing straight. Orcas rule the ocean until a sperm whale walks in. Sperm whales live over 3,000 feet beneath the surface, where sunlight fades and darkness reigns. It's one of the largest predators known to humans. This unique cetacean has evolved to thrive in the vast, mysterious ocean environments that few humans explore. But are these incredible creatures facing extinction? And how this whale helped in making one of history's deadliest weapons, the atomic bomb? Let's get into the details. The scientific name for the sperm whale is Physeter macrocephalus. It is one of the best-known diving cetaceans. This cetacean has the biggest brain of any mammal, living or extinct, weighing about 17 pounds and measuring around 2.1 gallons in volume. Sperm whales can dive for up to 138 minutes and reach depths of 3,280 feet. On average, their dives last between 33 and 53 minutes. They use echolocation to hunt, which is one of their most impressive abilities. Sperm whales are one of the loudest animals on Earth. Their clicks can reach over 230 decibels, so loud that they could make you go deaf if you're too close. They use these powerful sounds for echolocation. It works like sonar. When this sound wave hits an object, it bounces back, just like sonar, helping the whale see underwater and find food. Sperm whales eat a lot. They are estimated to consume about 91 million tons of prey each year. Their diet mainly includes medium-sized squid, but they also eat giant squids, octopuses, and fish like rays and even sharks. As apex predators, sperm whales have ways to defend themselves against animals they can't eat or those that attack them. Evolution has helped them develop this ability. Occasionally, pilot whales and false killer whales can cause trouble for sperm whales. When faced with danger, sperm whales use their massive heads as battering rams. Since sperm whales cannot swim fast enough to escape, they defend themselves by using loud underwater clicks. Sperm whales are the loudest creatures on Earth. Their defensive clicks are louder than a rocket launch, which can scare off an orca. In this case, we see an orca fleeing, likely hoping to avoid another encounter. Additionally, the powerful tails of sperm whales can easily destroy other sea animals. One slap from those flukes could snap an orca in half. Orcas are master hunters. They ambush seals, outsmart sharks, and even attack blue whales. But in the abyss, they are outmatched. Here, size, power, and evolutionary genius reign supreme. Sperm whales are generally peaceful. However, they have used their fighting abilities against humans on rare occasions. The most notable incident was the attack on the Essex whale ship in 1820. The Essex sank after being hit by a huge sperm whale, estimated to be 85 feet long. The crew of 20 men escaped in 3 small boats, but they were stranded in the open ocean for more than 90 days. With no food or water, they had to eat whatever they could find, including the bodies of their own dead crewmates. Only 8 of them survived. They were eventually rescued, but the horrifying experience haunted them for the rest of their lives. Sperm whales usually avoid fighting unless they have no choice, like when they're hunting or defending themselves. They have smart ways to stay safe. For example, they form tight groups when threatened. If a predator, like an orca, attacks, sperm whales can surround their young or injured members to shield them. They may also slap their massive tails to scare off attackers. Sperm whales are the deepest diving animals on Earth. When danger is near, they can escape by diving far below where most predators can follow. Their ability to hold their breath for over an hour helps them disappear into the deep. Interestingly, all current sperm whales descend from one grandmother who lived 80,000 years ago, according to research in molecular ecology. Scientists studied 1,600 whales worldwide and found they all share the same mitochondrial DNA. Female sperm whales reach full size at age 30, growing up to 35 feet long, while males grow 52 feet long. The largest recorded sperm whale was an incredible 79 feet long, which is longer than the Hollywood sign. Sperm whales sleep briefly each night, even though they are large predators. They need less sleep than most mammals, napping for only 15 to 20 minutes at a time, which is about 7% of the day. Research on their sleeping habits started in 2008. During these short naps, sperm whales float and do not breathe. While the exact number of sperm whales is unknown, it is estimated to be in the hundreds of thousands. Sperm whales face dangers from fishing nets and ship collisions. These massive creatures can get entangled in nets, leading to exhaustion. Big ships can hit them, which can be deadly. Humans are making things worse. Plastic waste drifts into the ocean, and whales sometimes mistake it for food. Ingesting plastic can block their stomachs, making it hard for them to eat. Chemical pollution contaminates the water, and over time, toxins build up in their bodies. Then there's noise pollution. The ocean is getting louder, thanks to ships, oil drilling, and sonar. Sperm whales rely on sound to communicate and find food, but all this noise can confuse or even deafen them. A deaf whale is a dead whale. Climate change is another challenge. Warmer oceans affect their food supply, making it harder for them to find squid. Unlike most whales, sperm whales were hunted for their spermaceti oil, prized for making soap, cosmetics, and lamp oil. But here's a surprising fact. This very oil was also used in the production of atomic bombs. In the early stages of developing nuclear weapons, scientists needed a highly stable and heat-resistant lubricant to handle the extreme conditions inside uranium bombs. Spermaceti oil was found to be ideal for this purpose due to its unique properties. The sperm whale's head makes up 1/3 of its body. Inside lies the spermaceti organ, a massive oil-filled chamber. For centuries, scientists debated its purpose. Now we know it's a weapon. Perfumers also seek ambergris, a hard, waxy substance produced when sperm whales digest food. After exposure to sunlight, bacteria, and enzymes in the ocean, this substance forms a fragrant fixative. Perfumers pay $50,000 per pound for this rare fixative. According to the IUCN, sperm whales are considered vulnerable. Whalers killed over 300,000 sperm whales in the 20th century. Their oil-lit lamps, grease machines, and fueled wars. Today, ship strikes, plastic pollution, and deafening sonar threaten them. Yet they endure. Their numbers are slowly rising. Why? Because evolution built them to withstand chaos. But survival isn't guaranteed. Now, all international trade of the species is strictly regulated, and illegal without proper licenses and certifications. Today, this fascinating species dominates all major oceans worldwide. It is theoretically the only species that could swallow a person whole. It is likely to maintain this dominance for generations. Unless there are major changes in their environment, these hunters will continue to rule the deep ocean for many years. Recently, scientists in Iceland saw a group of orcas having fun and communicating. Suddenly, the orcas fell silent. After a while, they quickly swam away to avoid a potential conflict. This change in behavior was unusual for orcas. The reason for their retreat was the presence of a strong rival, the pilot whale, known as the ocean's top troublemaker. Scientists have documented several encounters where orcas, yes, the big bad apex predators, actually turn tail and swim away when pilot whales show up. Imagine being the biggest, baddest predator, only to get bullied by dolphins. Despite their larger size, why did the rulers of the sea suddenly flee in the presence of these pilot whales? They may look like small orcas, but don't be fooled. They're actually big dolphins. Yes, dolphins, like their cousin, the orca. Pilot whales got their name because they were thought to be led by a leader in their pods. They are the second largest oceanic dolphins after killer whales. They have two species, the long-finned pilot whale and the short-finned pilot whale. These two species look very similar, making it hard to tell them apart. Scientists often examine their skulls to identify them. However, their habitats differ. Long-finned pilot whales prefer colder waters, while short-finned pilot whales live in tropical and subtropical areas. Long-finned pilot whales are larger than short-finned ones. Adult long-finned pilot whales typically range from 19 to 25 feet long, with males being about a meter longer than females. Male short-finned pilot whales weigh between 5,511 and 9,920 pounds. They can grow up to 24 feet long and weigh as much as 8,818 pounds. These whales are known for their unique hunting style. When hunting, they dive quickly, reaching speeds of 20 miles per hour and covering 650 feet in this time. Before diving, they take several breaths and can hold their breath for a few minutes. Unlike sperm whales and beaked whales, pilot whales use energy at the same depth while hunting. As they finish their dive, they sprint to catch their prey, followed by quick bursts of speed. This behavior is unusual. Most would think it's smarter to swim slowly and hold their breath. Nature has its own plan for these oceanic dolphins. Their fast metabolism allows them to swim at great depths for over 10 to 15 minutes. While they can dive as deep as 5,900 feet, they usually stay around 100 to 200 feet. They swim shallow during the day and dive deep at night. These dolphins have a nomadic lifestyle and are always moving to find their next meal. As top predators in the ocean, they mainly eat squid but are not picky. They will also eat Atlantic cod, Greenland turbot, Atlantic mackerel, herring, hake, spiny dogfish, and octopus. Don't be surprised if you see them eating other marine mammals too. Pilot whales are known as the bullies of the ocean. Sperm whales, which are large and heavy, don't welcome them either. While there's no solid evidence that pilot whales pose a real threat to sperm whales, they might just be scaring them for fun. In August 2016, a group of about 40 pilot whales attacked a helpless humpback whale. But that's not all. These mysterious animals can even intimidate orcas. Around the world, from Iceland and beyond, long-finned pilot whales have been seen chasing and surrounding orcas, which are usually considered top predators. The reasons for this behavior are unclear. It could be competition for food or a way to defend themselves. Regardless, the relationship between these two species is more complex than it appears. Recently, scientists spotted an adult female Icelandic killer whale with a newborn pilot whale swimming close by. This left researchers confused. Later, the same killer whale was seen with a larger group of pilot whales. It's unclear if the orca took care of the calf or if it left on its own. Pilot whales sometimes surprise orcas with attacks from behind, showing that they stay alert and ready to defend themselves, even when there's no visible threat. What is especially surprising is that long-finned pilot whales off the southern coast of Australia have been heard copying orca sounds while searching for food. This strange behavior may help keep orcas away from pilot whale territory. Some Icelandic researchers think only pilot whales can scare killer whales. Ironically, in this ocean rivalry, humans are the main predators of pilot whales. For a long time, people have targeted long-finned pilot whales using a method called whale herding. This method involves hunters and boats forming a semicircle around a group of pilot whales near the coast. They slowly drive the whales toward a bay where the whales become trapped and face death. Hunters seek pilot whales for their bones, meat, oil, and even as fertilizer. Sadly, pilot whales also get caught in bycatch incidents where they are unintentionally trapped by fishermen. Pilot whales usually show little interest in humans and keep their distance. However, this is not always the case. On May 17, 1992, Lisa Costello and her cameraman friend encountered a group of pilot whales off the coast of Hawaii while filming them. Suddenly, one whale bit her leg and pulled her underwater. She sank deeper, held by the whale's grip, and had to hold her breath since she had no scuba gear. Just as she was about to run out of air, the whale brought her back to the surface. Thankfully, she only had minor injuries. This incident is one of the rare cases involving pilot whales. Experts believe that the pilot whale that met Costello was likely being playful instead of aggressive. Pilot whales are very social animals and usually live in groups that can range from a few to over 1,000. However, groups of 20 to 150 are most common. Pilot whales are known for their playful behaviors, like lobtailing, where they splash water by slapping their tails, and spy hopping, where they peek above the water. They often participate in mass strandings, likely due to their strong social bonds. While the exact reasons for this behavior are unclear, some theories suggest that they may get disoriented by changes in the Earth's magnetic field, which they might use for navigation. Male pilot whales impress females by ramming into each other at high speeds, like a tough contest. Females can live up to 60 years acting as wise leaders, while males live about 45 years. Though they're not endangered globally, some local groups face threats from hunting or pollution. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Oh, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next interesting video.